It's August 19th. So we've already reviewed the Monday Nitro from August 19th, 1996. So there's a link in the description. So we're going to see what happened on WWF. This was the day where WCW set up their War Games team. And, you know, they had to align with Sting and Lex Luger and the Four Horsemen to face the NWO at War Games. There was some other, the main event of this night on the other side was the Giant against the Macho Man, which was a match that we watched on this podcast. So Disco Inferno was there. Nick Patrick was the referee. Chris Benoit and Woman were having issues in the Four Horsemen. So these are some stuff that was happening on the other side. If you want to see our full review of that episode, I'll put a link in the description below. But we're gonna do Monday Night Raw from that same day. So I have a list of storylines, and I'm gonna go through some of them real quick and play some clips from this episode of Monday Night Raw. So let me pull up my TV and let's go to watch along mode. So I'm gonna explain how this works for us when we do watch alongs. So on YouTube, we have a copyright issue. We can't put the show in the whole screen. So I have to put it real tiny in the corner, and you guys gotta just zoom in. So just pinch out your finger like this, and if you want to zoom into that part of the screen, there you go. So that's just how we're gonna do watch-alongs on this show. So I want to watch this episode of Monday Night Raw. This is August 19th, 1996. So you guys want to see what the show looked like back in the day?
Sure.
Here's the opening segment.
I remember this theme.
All right, interesting stuff. So let me preface some things. I'll tell you guys a couple of things that were going on at this time. So there was two storylines that happened at SummerSlam the night before. So SummerSlam was the night before on Sunday, and this is Monday. So there was a match, a Boiler Room Brawl match between The Undertaker and Mankind.
Love that match.
Yeah, and that was the day that Paul Bearer turned on Undertaker. So Undertaker was going to win, and he was going to get the urn from Paul Bearer, and Paul Bearer didn't give it to him, and instead bashed him on the head with it, and Mankind took the urn, and now Mankind and Paul Bearer are aligned. And The Undertaker is supposedly dead or something, because some druid people came and took him away at SummerSlam after the match. And then the other thing that happened was the main event was Shawn Michaels against Vader, who was managed by our boy Jim Cornette, Vlad. And Vader had won the match, like, you know, one of those things where the referee was down and he pinned him. So Jim Cornette is going to say that, you know, my guy won the match, basically. So he thinks his guys got screwed. But anyways, I'm just going to let this run since we're getting our feet back wet against with this old stuff. I'm just going to play some of this. By the way, this show is only 1 hour. So without commercials, the whole thing weighs 42 minutes. So we can just watch the whole fucking episode. But I'm gonna skip some of it. But anyway, so here's how the show starts. The commentary team is Jim Ross, Jerry the King Lawler, and Kevin Kelly.
What?
WWF Raw.
Wow.
We are coming to you from Wheeling, West Virginia at the Wheeling Civic Center. Hello, everybody. I'm Kevin Kelly, along with Jerry the
Bulldog.
Jim Ross. We are set to go.
And Jerry Lawler.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to get right into it tonight with the interview.
Kevin Kelly, who was recently fired from AEW. He was on a few episodes of Collision before he got let go.
First round match is going to start things off tonight, gentlemen. Brother-in-law against mother-in-law. I know Jim Cornette is beside himself as Davey Boy Smith is first in the ring.
So this is an Intercontinental title tournament. Look, it's like AEW, guys. So Ahmed Johnson was attacked by Farouk, and he's out. So
yes. Okay.
Ahmed Johnson, who was also going to get a world title shot, but they vacated his title, and they're having a tournament. So Owen and British Bulldog, they are brother-in-laws, and they're also both managed by Jim Cornette. So
they're tag team, right?
Yeah, but Cornette's not there, as you will see, because he's going to say it's too painful for me to watch my two guys fight against each other.
He is going to Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, will face his brother-in-law, Owen Hart. That's some kind of conspiracy by Gorilla Monsoon. That's not fair. Pitting Owen against the British Bulldog right here in the first round. No way is that fair. And listen, I know there's a lot of people out there that are just like me. You've been waiting a long time to see the World Wrestling Federation, Shawn Michaels, get squashed like a bug. Well, tonight, it's going to happen because Shawn is going to have to face...
All right, so Vlad, you can comment on the work. We'll watch some of them work for like a couple minutes.
Yeah, sure.
And,
I mean, this should be tremendous. These are two great workers, especially Owen Hart.
Yeah, you who just criticized the shit out of Will Ospreay's work.
There ain't gonna be none of that here. I can assure you. I'll be shocked.
All right.
I'll eat my tongue.
There must be a winner via pinfall. Look at this now. Can you believe it?
You guys feel free to talk over this, by the way. That's the point. This is our podcast. If anybody wants to... Oh, shit.
Great. That was a great monkey flip. Great air.
Oh, my God. Look at that drop kick. He actually kicked him. Stiff. Looks stiff. So they look like they're actually trying to have a fight is what the big buzzword that, you know, guys like Jim Cornette would use, you know. It's got to look realistic. Like it's actually a fight. Like there's not a choreographed dance. It's just supposed to be a fight. But
the very first match in the tournament to determine a new Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, but Ross, you know this is not fair. Why would Gorilla Monsoon pit the two best wrestlers against each other right off the bat? Well, that's just the way it works out, King. And here we go. The British Bulldog now stepping back in. Side headlock now applied to the Slammy Award-winning Owen Hart, folks. It is going to be awesome here tonight on Raw. Unbelievable energy. Here's wheeling. Big shoulder block. Over the top. Oh, still to come, folks, here tonight. It's going to be Shawn Michaels in a non-title matchup against Yokozuna. Can you believe it? Yeah, I can believe it. I've been waiting for a long time to see Shawn get his. He'll get it tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the final four Battle Royal. Psycho Sid, Fabio, Stone Cold, and Goldust will battle it out.
oh, we'll see some Stone Cold later.
Against the WWF.
Nice. Or should I say, hell yeah.
Yeah, this is an early Stone Cold before he got famous, so it'll be interesting to hear comments on how he cut promos and stuff. So we'll see a Stone Cold promo a little later on. All right, so an interesting thing development is gonna happen in this match, as you'll see in a second. It will enter a third party, so I don't want to spoil it, but I'll let it play.
And we also know Shawn Michaels will face Yokozuna later on. Oh my! Irish whip it hard to the front and down with a body slam. Lateral press. Could this be it?
Man, these guys look great, especially the British Bulldog, man.
Owen Hart fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Tough victory.
Steroids, Vlad, steroids.
For sure.
I'm
But
pretty sure, yeah.
that's not even a question. I think it was known. But
You know
yeah,
what?
he looked tremendous here, though.
You know what's an interesting thing? I was watching this with Haley, my girlfriend, and she noticed that there were no women matches on this show. I think that was something that disappointed her. Straight up sausage fest. Lots of men.
Yeah, well, there were very few women matches around this time.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah, there weren't really there wasn't a women's division around this time. So yeah. Jerry Lawler's commentary is fantastic.
Okay, watch this, guys. This is the first tease, because you know how I told you the Undertaker was killed the night before. So watch the static on the screen.
We're getting a lot of static down here. My hands are tingling. This type of stuff, we've been having these types of experiences all day, ladies and gentlemen. Are we on? Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize.
So there's going to be a couple teases to show, like, you know what, the Undertaker's presence is still around. You know what I mean? So that was the first one. It was static on the screen. You know, people couldn't really hear. So anyways, I'm going to skip forward in some of this match. Here's where the interference comes in. It's not really interference, but Vlad, you know what this is?
That's time you said.
Sunny. So Sunny enters.
I think we all know who that is.
She's going to go to the commentary table, and she's going to explain why she's there. By the way, at this point, I think she's managing Farouk. So.
I'm sorry I had to be here because of these two dead muffins in the ring. I had to still have the competition. And you know, They're both pretty talented, but I think they need a little bit of better managerial guidance than Jim Cornette. He's just not doing the job.
Well, you know, Cornette usually advises these guys. He's not at ringside for either one of them tonight.
He's not here for them. See, if I was their manager, I would be here all the way.
Well,
With all my support.
we know where Cornette is.
She said Cornette's not being a good manager. He's not even here for these guys. She wants to take these two guys away. She needs some more clients.
Cornette standing by right now. Mr. Cornette, why aren't you out here?
This is like watching two of your kids fight. I didn't want to pick sides. I don't want to cause any more trouble. If this isn't proof that the WWF is against Camp Cornette, I don't know what does. Because first Vader beats Shawn Michaels not once, but twice in the same night and doesn't get the title and then doesn't get a rematch with Shawn in Philadelphia and in your house. Then Clarence Mason out there trying to slip in my back door, steal my talent. Now Gorilla Monsoon has brothers-in-law, family members fighting each other in this stupid tournament. And I heard what you said, Sonny, and I'm keeping my eye on you too. Camp Cornette's at a crossroads, and I'm trying to hold everything together. Come on, guys, don't hurt each other.
Well, I tell you
what, Shawn Michaels is going to be one thorn in the side today because I my 650-pounder is going to have Shawn Michaels out of the picture tonight on Raw.
What? What do you mean 650-pounder? What
do you mean I said 650-pounder?
The Vader's gained that much weight since SummerSlam?
No, you idiot. I'm talking about Yokozuna. The 650-pound Yokozuna. I'm the one that took him to the top. He's never been anybody without me.
Jimmy, look,
and
Jimmy.
today,
Thank you very much, Mr. Cornette. We are seeing this show.
Oh, man. Cornette is tremendous.
So Yokozuna used to be in his stable, and I guess this is the day he announced that Yokozuna is coming back to his stable. So he's going to manage Yokozuna in the main event against Shawn Michaels. So,
right.
All right,
He kicked him out of a stable before. So
Interesting.
I do remember that.
See, you might know more about it than me there. So, all right.
The British Bulldog could be ready to submit. Scorpion Deathlock. I'll tell you something, this is a tremendous situation.
Interesting.
Shooter.
But he would.
Hart,
Oh, right.
What?
They call it the Scorpion Deathlock is a little
I
odd.
cannot believe that Jim Cornette and Yokozuna have.
That's because Jim Ross was in WCW.
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing. He has a lot of the WCW experience.
Together, it'll be the end of Shawn Michaels. And what is his bone for the match later on tonight? In an on-title matchup, Shawn Michaels later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, here on Raw, will take on Shawn Michaels. Will go at it with Yokozuna.
Wow.
All the way out to the floor. Whoa.
That looked great. I don't know.
More even competition. If they had me as their manager, I would treat all my men fairly.
What does she want to do? Manage everybody?
You know, I can manage everyone, JR. And what's it to you? Huh, Fatso? You can forget it. You can never make it in the World Wrestling Federation.
Tell him about it.
You can put your bid in, JR, but it's not going to happen. I look to bigger and better things.
Wow. British Bulldog about to get...
King, what are you up to?
Jesus.
Wow.
Outside, onto the floor. For family members, these
All right, so this should be the end of the match. It's going to come next to Sunny. The whole thing's going to happen around Sunny, so...
Great match right here, right in front of us.
Oh, nice spin
Be
kick.
careful, be careful. Swinging heel kick. Look out, Sonny. The referee is laying it. Ooh, my, right here at ringside. Whoa. What a chop. The Bulldog falling right on everybody.
So British Bulldog falls on Sunny, and Sunny's all tripped out that the action's next to her.
Wait a minute, the bell sounded. Owen Hart got back into the ring. The British Bulldog is still down here.
Oh my God, they weren't paying attention to the and then Sunny throws a drink on Davey Boy Smith, and she's hiding behind King.
I don't think she meant to. I think she did. I think she meant to do it. Yeah.
So was it a win by countout?
Owen Hart wins by countout.
Man, referees back then must have counted a lot faster.
Yeah, at least in this match they did.
They were actually counting.
You can see them counting. That would be my only slight criticism.
He did not.
Oh, here comes Cornette.
You know what you did? He's the better man, and he won. He beat you fair and square. He's the better man, and I knew it all along.
What's the deal with you, huh?
What's the deal with you? What's the deal with your man getting his head under my dress?
First it's Clarence Mason, now it's you. You little slut, what are you doing?
Well, he took the words right out of my mouth.
And he's a better man!
Owen Hart's won the match. Owen Hart is victorious. Please, gentlemen.
He called her a little slut.
Cornette and Sonny will serve each other.
He knows. I don't think anybody denied that fact.
You know Sonny's in jail right now, right?
I heard.
Yeah, okay. For the audience who doesn't know, yeah, she's had a string of DUIs, and on the last one, she killed an old man by accident. So, all right. So here's some reviews. This is Farouk, which is Sonny's guy, attacking Ahmed Johnson and taking him out. So he was supposed to be the next championship contender, title contender. So since he's out, I guess Farouk put him in the hospital somehow.
Yeah.
They're gonna show
kidneys or his ribs or something.
Yeah, here's Farouk. Here's Ahmed Johnson in the hospital. He's gonna get interviewed, but for some reason, I don't have the interview. Like it gets cut off from my tape that I have.
Oh wow.
So,
okay.
yeah, I don't know what Ahmed Johnson said. I don't have that clip. Here's but anyways, so the way they figured to handle this, I don't know why this happened. Maybe there's some kind of backstage story about why they canceled Ahmed Johnson's title shot. So he won that title shot because there was a battle royal, and he ended up winning. So I think the way they're doing it is they're gonna get out of the 5 guys, they're gonna get the last 4 guys who are in that match and have them do a 4-man battle royal. You guys get it? Should I explain that again?
Wait, in what match? I thought they were having a tournament for the Intercontinental number 1.
No, that's his Intercontinental title, but for a title shot, for a WWF title shot.
Oh, okay, so there's a different title. Okay.
Yeah, so because he was gonna get a title shot because he won a battle royal.
He was gonna fight Shawn Michaels.
Yes. So instead, they're gonna get everybody who was in that battle royal, the last 4 guys other than Ahmed Johnson, and they're gonna have a battle royal later in the night. So that's going to be Sid, Stone Cold, Goldust, and Savio Vega. So that's what we got later on in the night. So what do I got next? Mark Henry. Mark Henry's here signing autographs. So he was also there the night before on SummerSlam. The world's strongest man.
This is probably around his debut. I mean, it's probably like one of his first couple of appearances.
Yeah, totally. He hasn't had a match yet, but he's there signing autographs. While Vader's coming to the ring. Vader's coming to the ring with Jim Cornette, the guy that Jim Cornette should have been crowned the WWF champion the night before. And I think Vader's gonna get into like a jaw-jacking contest with Mark Henry. But it doesn't really amount to anything. I don't know if this match happens someday or something, but
I don't think so. I don't remember it, so I don't think so.
All right, so Vader's match is against what's his name? Freddie Joe Floyd. I don't know if you know that name.
No, he must be some random job guy. I don't know Freddie Joe Floyd. I definitely do not. He must have been some local job guy that they brought in. Sorry, enhancement talent.
Yeah.
I don't want the modern fans being pissed.
So we can listen to some of this for the podcast. Jim Cornette's on commentary talking up his guy, Vader. It's going to be a quick match.
More about Yokozuna. What's the situation here? The situation is Yokozuna realizes I'm the guy that took him to
This type of match was very common back in the day.
Yes, they would have job
with enhancement talent.
Yeah.
Well, they have that nowadays too. Powerhouse Hobbs beat 2 fucking losers the other day.
That's true, but it's more. It was more common. Especially during this specific time where Raw was still 1 hour. I don't think they were.
Oh, here's the next Undertaker tease. Sorry to interrupt you, Vlad, but
yeah.
He didn't even get the title shot. Undertaker. You can't fade out now. What goes on? Can you still hear it?
So, some use of technology, Vlad, huh? To make it spooky, they put some static on the screen.
I wonder what the live audience is thinking. They're like, what the fuck? I mean, because they're not telling them what the hell is going on. They don't hear the commentary, so they're probably thinking like, what is going on with these lights? Are we having a power outage?
There you go. Yeah, you see, it's happening again.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say. Go ahead, Robert.
It's the Wyatt Six. Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I was going to say. Sorry.
That's a win for Vader. That's a win for Vader. Sorry, I'm trying to commentate also for audio podcast listeners who might just be listening. But, all right, so Vader wins the match, and he throws his opponent out of the ring.
And Jose Lothario better watch out for Jim Cornette. Even Sonny, everybody. I think I can whip her. I've got a good chance.
Well, maybe. Please.
He thinks he can whip Sonny. I don't know. I thought this whole opening to the show with Sonny and Jim Cornette was pretty interesting. I think it's a good moment. I know Sonny has been disgraced in recent years, but she is a prominent figure in wrestling history.
But she wasn't completely disgraced at this time. So yeah.
At that time, though.
Yeah. So I don't know. I would give all those thumbs up. I think the match between the opening match with Owen Hart and British Bulldog, I would give a thumbs up, and then even the squash match with Cornette talking.
No, not me.
I don't think I'd give that a thumbs up.
The Vader one, no.
Yeah,
maybe a half thumbs up.
The opening match, thumbs up. It's been higher, but as a TV match and the count out where they weren't, I didn't see anybody counting. It's kind of weird. They've had, obviously, those two guys have had way better matches, but. Yeah, I still give it a thumbs up. The Vader thing was just I don't give thumbs up to job matches. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Even with Cornette talking in the background nonstop, it wasn't enough to give it a thumbs up.
All right, I'll give it a half thumbs up. You're right. I mean, I'll say I like something about it. I thought it was funny. Hey, the line about him, I think I could whip Sonny at the end. Come on, Vlad.
Well, yeah, of course. Cornette is hilarious, of course. That goes without saying.
All right, interesting stuff. We'll see a little more Cornette, I think, in the main event.